Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about expressions, and the learning target is going to be that you can determine whether an algebraic expression is equivalent or not. So the first thing is an expression is a phrase that represents a number. Then we have an equation is two expressions that equal each other. So this is kind of going back to that first video that we watched on equations and expressions. An example of this is, say we have the expression 6x and we have the expression x plus 3. Once we set those equal to each other, that is now an equation. Then we have a variable is a symbol used to represent a number. So if you think about this, when we were talking about algebra tiles in class, we lined up all the ones, and we found that the ones don't equal exactly the length of the long green algebra tile. So we used a symbol, which was our variable x, to represent that number, that unknown number. Next we have that a coefficient is the number multiplied by the variable in a single term. So if we have 3x squared, the coefficient is 3. Again, that's a review from the first video. A constant is a term that doesn't contain any variables. So that could be any number. So it could be 3, 22, 100. And finally, we have a term is a single number, or the product of a number and one or more variables. So if we had the equation 5xy plus 3x equals 9, 5xy is a term, 3x is a term, and 9 is a term. Okay, so now let's talk about what it means when the directions tell you to create an equivalent expression. In order for it to be equivalent, all that means is for it to be equal to each other. So if you turn to page 17 in your notes packet, the first problem that we see is c times 4a plus b. In order to create an equivalent expression for this, all we're going to do is we're going to use the distributive property and distribute the c to the 4a and to the b, and we will get 4ac plus bc, and that is our answer. That is the equivalent expression to c times 4a plus b. So if we look at the next one, which is 3 squared times 1, we can simplify this, and 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9, times 1, which is 9. And so the equivalent expression to 3 squared times 1 is 9. So for our next one, we have 1y plus 1y plus 1y plus 1y, and that gives us 4y, and that is going to be our equivalent expression. Then for the next one, we have 6 times y times z plus 4 cubed, and that gives us 6yz plus 4 cubed is 4 times 4 times 4, which gives us 64. Now what I want you to do is pause this video and try the rest on your own. Okay, so here are all the answers, and this is the end of the equivalent expressions.